up, y'all? I'm Madsy, obviously, rolling today. You can hear that. It's finally good to get it out to drive, man. It's been a minute. Today, man, it's Sunday. I'm chilling today. I hope everybody's relaxing today. It's Sunday, man. You shouldn't be working hard on Sunday. Man, where to even begin? I will say this. I'm sorry. I wish that I was making more content videos of how-tos and how to install this, performance that. I started this rather late, doing the vlogging. I took the channel down for a long time, then I put the channel back up after the car has been built already. So, if you want to see how things were done, different modifications, some of the porting and polishing stuff that I did, some of the install stuff that I did, a tear down, install. You guys are gonna find on all my old content, old videos from before. They're good videos, really good videos, good information, but it's hard to find stuff to do now that, you know, everything has been done on this vehicle. I've done cams on here. You know, the only other thing is like ITBs, getting inside, doing pistons, rods, all this stuff. Only way I'm gonna do pistons and rods is if I decide to boost. But I've been leaning more towards the naturally aspirated modifications. Hence, that's why I did cams. That's why I did headers. That's why I did port and polish. That's why I did big bore everything, did this, did that. But I would say, if you really want to see how things are done, take a look at my old content. My old content's great content. I did do something though. I had a problem. The door lock handles. My bad, you're all up in my face. So let's say the door lock handles. Well, I was able to salvage a bracket that was actually in the engine bay. When I was cleaning up the engine bay, I took off all these unnecessary brackets and I used one to support this door right there, because before it didn't even have a bracket there. So every time I pulled on the door handle, the door, you know, to open it, the whole plastic piece would move. So eventually, tugging on that thing over and over is gonna break. It needed to be braced. I like getting this thing out on a long drive. After sitting for so long, I'm trying to find some place to put this phone, and I can't. So it's just gonna have to be right here. I just went through a giant cloud of diesel smoke. Yeah, that's what it's gonna do. Got the jazz playing. We'll go right here, yeah? And it doesn't even sound loud inside of here, but out there, it's definitely. That's the thing with the X-Pipe, man. The X-Pipe balances everything out. When you have a true dual or a straight pipe, you hear each firing of the piston of the engine. That's why it sounds choppy and throaty. But when you get the X-Pipe, everything gets blended in. When you have a Z-Pipe, it's the same thing, but the sound just changes. So since this car sits on average about a month at a time, because I work a lot, there's a route that I like to go, and it's about 40-50 miles. It's got long straights, a couple of straights, so I can open it up on a good day. You'll catch some on a drive session, 3 going up, 3 going back, so that way I can clear off all the carbon that's, you know, maybe sitting on there or sat on there. Just clean out the fuel lines, fuel rails, clear out the fuel pump of anything, cycle everything through. I run a cleaner in here also, at least once a month. So right now that's getting cycled through too. So just keeps everything nice and clear, clean. And it also keeps it from being smoky too, because I noticed that this being a 21-year-old car, you know, it takes a while for things to seal off and tolerances to seal up. It does. When everything heats up, it's not smoky or anything. But when you first start this up, I've noticed it'll be a little smoky for just a little bit. See, when cars are brand new, everything's, the tolerances, everything is good. So piston rings seal up and all this stuff. But when the car ages, tolerances get a little more. So it takes a little bit for things to seal off. So I notice if I let it sit there for a while, it'll smoke a little bit. But if I take it out on a long drive, I run it, it does really good. It clears it out, it makes the car less smoky. So you driving your Z's around, if y'all notice y'all stuff is a little smoky and you don't drive it around a lot, driving it a lot more. It'll make it feel better. The car has feelings too. Temperatures are good, man. I'm cruising, temperature is at 181 right now. Volumetric efficiency, 18%. I haven't figured out how to get this AF1 section to read, but I know it's on there. We're about to make this turnaround real quick. Oops. Come on, y'all. Man, I want that green. Give me the green arrow, bruh. Everybody else has got the green. I'm over here with the green arrow. I'm trying to go. All right, let's get another pull. Needs that. I don't abuse it. I don't rag this car out, man. That's why it's in such good condition. But most of these out there, they're all ragged out. You know, the older guys, the 20, 30 something year olds back in the day got these cars and they kept the cars nice, and then they moved up, you know, got their Beamers, got their Benzes, and then all these cars became affordable for the 20 somethings back when I bought this car, and it was before everybody started ragging them out. Now it's hard to find really good examples, whether it's a convertible or a coupe, because all these kids have gotten a hold of these things and they either build them real nice or they rag them out. That's pretty loud right now. If I hadn't gotten this, I would have gotten an S2000. I was that close to getting an S2000. Real close. I had one picked out, saw it, drove it, was right about to buy it. And then this car came up. The mileage was too good, the price was too good. So I bought the Z. I'm happy with my choice. Things I would like to finish doing on this, I want to develop the aerodynamics a little bit more on the front and the rear. How-to videos on how to properly set up like aerodynamics. We're seeing like a metal supply, sheet metal company, a plastic supply company, because I'm gonna build my own rear diffuser to go underneath the car. The bumper already has a nice carbon fiber diffuser, but I want an actual tray underneath the rear, and I'm gonna set it between 8 to 12 inches for height for the rear diffuser, and I'm gonna mount it where the original exhaust canister, OEM canister, used to be. There's ways to get around mounting. I'm gonna have to come up with a shape for it, and then I'm gonna have to sort of mock up what I'm gonna do on the rear. I already can see it in my head what I'm gonna do. I do take it on some twisties, but I like doing that in the wintertime because it's cooler and I can push the car harder. So doing stuff like donuts, doing J-turn, power slides, power overs, things like that. They're like abandoned parking lots, nice parking lot too. Easy to do slides in. One thing I generally don't talk about is the intake setup on here, the intake system. So the intake system that I have on here is by a manufacturer that does not exist anymore. They came out about 10 years ago. Weird name. They were out of Japan, and they only made intake parts for Nissans, Skylines over there, Nissans and Infinitis over here, and they made a 3.5 inch big intake, and you have to run a 6-inch filter. And so the filter that I have on here is from a UK brand called Ram Air. Real nice, high quality, thick foam, really good filtration, really good quality, no metal construction, so it doesn't pick up any heat. But you have to run a velocity stack with it in order to run this right. If you don't, then it's not going to run right. It functions better when you do it with the velocity stack. I got these people posted up next to me. Over. I didn't look at her. I had to speed up on her. I was like, get out of here. Ain't nobody trying to